Hello, Americans. Another friend, subscribers around the world. Back here, man. Kind of a slow and easy day this morning. Oh, look at that. Imagine that. So, woke up this morning. And first thing, with my coffee and everything this morning, I get some news. Some pretty sad news, if you ask me. 3 of them others already. I just let them out. That's we're getting, what do I got? 15 hens, and I'm getting 13 to 15 eggs a day. That's pretty good. But, man, the trails in the sky are insane. It was clear, man. Everything you see, this is all caused by these trails. Insane. Man, I'd send Muskrat a thing this morning, man. Oh, it's clear, because I can see all the stars. But anyway, the news I got, it's like a family member, an old friend passing away. But Kevin sent me a article or whatever on the main auction down in Boise has sold the building, and that's it. And you're talking about an auction. I remember way back, I remember my mother and father, which they divorced when I was 6, but I remember being in a stroller getting pushed through the main auction. That's how long I've been going to the main auction. There was that one, and then there was one down in Hyde Park too. My Lord. In here editing a video. It's still pretty dang chilly. I got a fire going in here now, which I got to check it real quick. Warming it up. I am going to work on the garden area today. Of course, always list. You know, junking's my life. And I think, I don't know where I left off with over the main auction, man. I can't believe how much it's just broke my heart today. I'm just totally devastated about that. You know, getting older and stuff, things always change, I guess. But the main auction, it's been part of my life my whole life, man. 57 years. I grew up going there, went there as a teenager, and then, man, from the time that, I was doing the never-ending yard sale when Kitty was on bed rest with, well, even before that, I was going to the main auction before Kitty, man. Way before, man, in a stroller. Just blows my mind, and it was, oh, man, I'll have to, actually, I got a thing, let me see. I was kind of looking it up. I was just trying to find out anything, any information, which Junior I haven't seen. The last time that I was at the auction, and this thing was telling me that, I read it in something, I don't know. But I guess that they went to online auctions pretty much during, COVID, and then continued on. I don't know if they were doing the live auctions. And the last time that I was actually at the main auction would have been before, the plague. So, man, it's been 6 years or something, 5 or 6 years. And the last time that I seen Junior, which I remember Junior, man, I was, like I said, I've been going there my whole life. I remember the grandpa and or the uncle, and then he sold it or passed it down to Danny. And Danny, I dealt with Danny when he owned it for a bazillion years, man. I don't know, forever. You know, and I sold at the auction and bought at the auction, man, you know, all the time. Then I'd sell all the stuff at the flea markets, and I'd go to other auctions. I think that was the last auction that I know of anyway, live auction in the valley. You know, back when I was doing auction, there was man, at least a half dozen auctions. I was going to 4 a week for years. And that, you know, I'd go through them all, man, like the Caldwell Night auction. Then everything I sold mainly at the main auction. Man, dude, it I don't even know how to, I can't even concept it. It's just blowing my mind. Yeah, because Paul owned it. And I actually have the book on Paul Owens. You know, the book of his life in the auctions and auction house and stuff. I've got that book around here somewhere. I've read it, man, but it's been years ago. I'm going to have to track down that book. I'll show you a picture. Actually, I'll put a picture in. Well, here in a minute, I'll put a few pictures in of the main auction. You know, in all the years, all my life of going to the main auction, I may have taken a camera and filmed a couple times. I can't remember about, you know, after I started the YouTube video, because I was still taking stuff in there. But, you know, you didn't have phone cameras and all that stuff. And when I was going to the main auction, I was going to wheel and deal, man. I wasn't going to take pictures. I didn't even think about it, man. I didn't take, you know, I got no pictures. And I met so many friends and acquaintances and, you know, and people you didn't care too much for. You know, man, I used to have one guy that followed me everywhere, man. I don't know what the heck his deal was. But, man, Mike Mooney, you know, friggin' me and Mooney were friends. He passed away. And camera's going crazy. But, man, so many people and friends and everything. And then, like I said, I don't even know, man, I'm all jumbled because I'm just like, wow, I can't even freaking believe it. Here, I'll read this real fast. And this is Paul Owens was a community auctioneer. I need some glasses. Paul Owens was a community auctioneer. As a young man, he wanted to be a minister. He was a rancher in western Nebraska, but 3 dry depression years produced little substance. Meanwhile, his young family required support, and becoming an auctioneer promised that bright picture. How Paul Owens became a community auctioneer and built business and a family livelihood describes how many families met the challenge of the Great Depression and built their future by determination and hard work. And that's old Paul. But I'll share a few pictures, man. You know, all the way back, man, before my time. We're talking, you know, the Great Depression stuff, you know, man, 40s, 50s. I don't even know when these pictures are from, because I got a bunch of old snapshots, you know, that I've collected over time. You know, 1950s. Oh, man. I sure hope they don't, I sure hope whoever bought it ain't going to tear it down. And that's a landmark, man. That is, I'll put some pictures in right here and show you. Yeah, it's sun's up, starting to warm up a little bit. To get out here in the trails in the sky. But so I shared those pictures, the main auction pictures. Like I said, I don't have really any. There might be some when I was dropping, you know, stuff off at the auction. And heck, me and Miss Kitty just talking about it a couple weeks ago about maybe taking a few loads down to the auction. Because what I used to do is I would, holy crap, I would take, so I can do my chores, but I would take a, what's up, buddy? We would take a load of auction, and the best time back when, I know, but back then, the best time to take your stuff into the auction was Tuesday around 10 o'clock. That place, compared to, over the years, I mean, they used to have to wait in line sometimes, but that place, man, the last few times that I took stuff in there, and you pulled in there, if you don't know the main auction, man, it was a block-long building. It's one block. Man, it's got, bays all the way down it. In the center, there was the office and then the cafeteria, or a little restaurant or whatever you want to call it. And pretty dang, I mean, it's big, but it's pretty dang small. It's big enough to, drive a big old truck in there and unload it and everything, but it was a block long. And the last few times that I took stuff down there to sell, to drop off, it was lined up all the way out the bay, out, and then lined up all the way and around the corner, which was another block, man. People were just lined up to drop stuff off there. It got crazy. So, I guess Junior's going to open up I don't know if it's going to be an auction house or just because he started selling online during COVID. And then he was doing some on-site auctions. One of the times I seen him over ran into him in Nampa back when I had my store. And then the last time, me and Junior, I've known Junior for years, friends. We don't go fishing together or hang out or whatever, but I mean, business people or whatever you want to call it, fellow junkers, man, I guess would be what it is. Heck, I've known his family for generations, and then, I don't know how old he is, but, I remember coming in as a kid, and, he was just working the auction, and then, that was when Danny had it, and then, I'm talking, don't even know what I'm doing, but I remember when he, was just a kid, and he was working the auction, he was taking consignments and stuff. He'd be the one that checked me out and stuff, man. We were, friends, man. I'd sit there and BS with him all the time. And then, years went by or whatever. I don't know how long he worked there. And then next thing I knew, he was buying it from Danny. And then at the main auction, man, like I said, it was a block long. And on one end, they had one auctioneer auctioning off, and at the other end, they had another auctioneer auctioning off. Usually it was Danny, and then, man, I can't remember the name of the father and son. That they were there for years. Man, I can't remember their names. And then there was Harold, man, and me and Harold did flea markets together for years. Old Harold, man, I wonder if he's still around. Dang, all these memories, man. But, and then Junior started auctioning off, and then was buying the main auction or whatever from Danny, and Danny was still auctioneering at the other end, and that went on for quite a few years. And then, I don't know if Danny, was how long he kept auctioneering, and, he had other things, man. He had a store up in Cascade for a while, and then he's got a wholesale place in Meridian. I wonder if Danny's still around. He's older than I am, but I don't know, maybe 10 years older than I am. Oh, it just breaks my heart. And then the last time that I seen Junior, I was waiting in line to drop off consignments, and Junior started taking on, man, he was doing like an auto, what'd you tell me, man, like an auto auction thing that he was running. He was doing the on-site auctions, online auctions, and then the main auctions. So, man, he was getting himself out. And the last time that I seen him, you know, seen him walking out to his rig or whatever, and I was waiting in line, so I jumped out of my van and, hey, Junior, and, man, and he, you could just see the stress. You know, he just seemed so stressed. It might have been just that day or whatever. You know, man, but I told him, dude, I was proud of him for everything that, you know, he just kept it going for generations. And hopefully, you know, it continues on. It just won't be in that same old building. But, oh, that breaks my heart. I guess you've heard enough about that. But we did get my Kenny that bought that Stormtrooper, man, sent me and Miss Kitty a package. He sent me money, more money than he was supposed to, and a package that I figured we'd open it online in a letter that I haven't read yet. So let's see what he got us. Oh, you sweet little Miss Kitty.
Oh, Mr. Hillbilly? I don't know about that.
So, I read.
Oh, you did a reading?
The Kenny that.
Okay.
I've already actually started this video. I was talking about the main auction.
Oh, okay.
How depressing it is.
Yeah. I'm
You
sorry.
don't care.
I do.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's okay.
So we did open the box, but we haven't gone into it yet.
So, let's see.
What we have.
A letter.
A letter in there.
Oh, and
Something wrapped up.
money.
Yeah, I think that should cover the shipping.
Yeah, that was more than you're supposed to send.
And then some.
Sorry about the chicken scratch writing. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even put them on my head. I don't know how much, if we want to read it all, but Hillbilly, Miss Kitty, and family. Please find enclosed a money order payable to Kitty as you emailed the name and address. Use the $20 and whatever shipping costs for the Stormtrooper, and the rest change is for y'all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Either give it to the grandkids. Well, I always spend it on the grandkids. Yeah. Give it to the grandkids, Miss Kitty, or spend it yourself. For yourself, Hillbilly. Oh, yeah, that's what I think I want to do with it. I watch y'all every morning and really look forward to each and every video y'all post. Thanks for brightening up my days, and thanks for being an amazing custodian for the wild, for our free wild lands and forests. 2 envelopes, one for Miss Kitty.
Mushroom
The
stuff.
mushroom stuff. Hey, whoa, slow down. And the second for you, Hillbilly. I know you love your knives, and back in my day, these were the best. Hope you all enjoy the stuff. Thanks, Kenny. Whoa, get out of here. You know, I think when you're buying something, you ain't supposed to send gifts. But all right.
And I will reuse all that packing material. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. Did you get your...
No, I think
or is
it's all
it both
together.
in here? There's a big old bubble.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another bubble wrap envelope thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this says Miss Kitty.
Okay.
Let's see what Miss Kitty got.
Feel some cordage. Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a neat one.
Yep.
That's a mushroom blown in glass.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I got that one that I've got a mushroom blown glass.
And in the envelope, I have some really fun patches. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a gold one.
Right on. Should have brought my dang glasses.
I do love my
that
mushroom
one's
stuff.
cool.
A little blue one. I could sew these on my jackets. And a purple.
Now, are those
Thank you very
iron-ons?
much.
That's
No, they're not
awesome.
iron-ons.
This one here is the one.
Oh, they kind of feel like they could be. I know that was really
That
cool.
one's really cool. You showed it already.
Yeah.
All right. And this,
I like it.
I would say is a knife. What do you say?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Idaho Hillbilly, love y'all. Thanks for all you do. Barlow knife. Careful, might be sharp.
Don't cut yourself.
I like Barlows.
That was nice.
Woo, there's a pretty one too. If I can get it out of that thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
He does love his knives.
I love my knives. Boy, that's a nice Barlow too. Woo.
It's got some good snap.
Yeah, it does. Damn.
That is a nice one.
Thank you very much.
I like the color of the handle. Kind of a
it's kinda
salmon.
yellow. I love Barlows. I have a few Barlows. Oh, man. Thank you very much. I don't get I don't sell much stuff. Put that in my pocket. Well, actually, I put it in this pocket. It's better.
And I'll send you a tracking number when I ship that
Yes,
out.
we'll send a tracking number. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wish everybody sent extra and gifts every time that they bought something, man. That's pretty cool.
It's fun.
So I think that's all I got for today. You got anything else, Miss Kitty?
Nope.
What are you doing today?
Laundry.
You working out in the garden?
I don't know. Depends on the sun.
Depends on the sun.
Depends on the sun.
So good Lord willing, them creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
See ya.